Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. There's a saying in Romania, probably you have something similar in your cultures, and it goes something like this. The happiness of the subordinate, of the stupid subordinate for the change of the boss. Something like this. Something like this. I just trying to use word by word translation. So that means when, let's say, you work for a company and you're a subordinate, and then your boss that you don't like gets removed, you're happy. Yes, but that's stupid because you don't know who comes in his place or her place. Might be something even worse, someone that you don't even know yet. So that's why this is considered the stupidity of the subordinate who sees the boss leave. So the same thing is, for instance, in many situations, like for instance with Trump. I will get that again, removing Trump from office and electing this other guy. I think proves that we got from this to that. And if you are not intellectually honest to realize that we are worse than we were under the rude guy and insensitive Trump, then so be it, and I hope you conduct your life accordingly, which means it can't go up because that's not the natural way the life works. I mean, if you get the wrong ingredients and the wrong recipe, you can't bake the right thing that you try, the same thing. You can come with a conclusion with the wrong piece of information regarding an issue. You can pick and choose. So the same here. You have to recognize this guy sucks, and most things that happen here were going down. Unless you're just an ideologue and you just want to shoot yourself in the foot in the process, and that's fine with me. Go and vote again. All right, so let's see, which I think you will do anyway. So we have here the same situation, I think, with my North Korean leader, my Woodchuck, Kim Jong-un. Now we have a problem that Kim Jong-un's sister might be the replacement, the new boss, pretty soon or sometime. So everybody is happy, is going to be happy. Yeah, we got a female replacing this authoritarian, godlike, I don't know, patriarch. I wouldn't celebrate that. Why? Because I think she made some comments. This is the beautiful lady, right there. She's not ugly, but I think she's. If you know what I mean, don't sleep in the same bed with her. Unless you make sure she doesn't have any sharp things around her or a pillow to suffocate you while you sleep. So anyway, this is what she calls other people, other nations, other whatever. Remember, or at least I didn't hear the Woodchuck, her brother, making ugly comments directed towards leaders. Maybe I didn't, maybe he did, but I don't remember any by, like these guys labeled him the Rocket Man and this all that. I didn't hear him labeling this and that. Maybe he did, but I didn't hear it. It was not promoted here. But nevertheless, we find out that Miss Woodchuck sister has some kind words for many things. So this is an article from Sputnik from today, the 24th of November 2022. Top 5 verbal barbs launched by Kim Jong-un's sister at foreign powers. Ooh. Let's get it on. So, having made a number of bombastic, fantastic statements aimed at foreign politicians, Kim Yo-jong became well known for her colorful vocabulary and her refusal to mince words. She's a straight shooter. I like that. I like that. So let's go. The recent tensions in relations between North Korea and South Korea elicited yet another colorful verbal outburst from Kim Yo-jong, Deputy Department Director of the Workers' Party of Korea Central Committee and sister of the North Korean Woodchuck. All right. While the words Kim used in her statement may appear harsh to an outside observer, they would hardly surprise anybody familiar with her track record. Interesting woman. Here's but a few. Come on, man. This is just the top 5. Here's but a few of the most memorable statements delivered by Kim. I got a how's they call her? But the quiet assassin, pretty assassin, something like that. I will figure out a name for her. Delivered by Kim Jong-un's sister in her capacity of North Korea's de facto mouthpiece. Oh, mouth. Uses her mouth. That's good. We like that too. So she's strike 2. All right. The first one. Faithful dog and stooge. A faithful dog. Is that a bad thing? Dogs are supposed to be faithful. Kim Yo-jong's most recent outburst came this month in response to South Korea openly mulling sanctions against North Korea after the latest batch of ballistic missiles tests carried out by Pyongyang, branding the South Korea leadership as idiots and shameless fools. Ooh, idiots and shameless fools. And I'm quoting, every time I see the South Korean stooges behave, I feel dumbfounded. She said, they are no more than a stray dog gnawing at a bone given by the United States. End quote. Okay, there's the first one. Let's go to second. Number 2. Scum-like guy. Scum-like guy. Earlier this year, in April, Kim blasted South Korea's then Defense Minister Wook after he mentioned the possibility of preemptive strikes against North Korea. And I'm quoting, the senseless and scum-like guy dare mention a preemptive strike at a nuclear weapon state, she declared. South Korea may face a serious threat owing to the reckless remarks made by its defense minister. See? You want to see it again? There she is. All right. Next one. Human scum. In May 2021, Kim used a somewhat similar rhetoric while addressing, so she's consistent, while addressing the actions of a group that boasted about 500,000 leaflets with 500 booklets and $5,001 bill across the border into North Korea, despite the existing ban in South Korea on sending leaflets into the North Korean territory. And I'm quoting, we regard the maneuvers committed by the human scum in the South as a serious provocation against our state and will look into an action corresponding to them. End quote. King stated. And now the next one, gangster-like logic. Well, I think this is very interesting, don't you think? It's very sophisticated, shows intelligence. In March 2021, Kim criticized South Korea's then President Moon Jae-in after he voiced his concern about Pyongyang testing guided missiles and called them undesirable, and describing the tests as actions providing difficulty for the mood for dialogue. In response, this lady argued that the South Korean president essentially sought to portray North Korea's step to bolster the capabilities for national defense as an obstacle to the efforts to create the atmosphere favorable for dialogue. Very logically so far. Such ideological and brazen-faced behavior for South Korea is exactly the same as the gangster-like logic of the US faulting the right of the DPRK to self-defense as a violation of the UN resolution and threats to the international community, she said, adding that Moon cannot feel sorry but being praised as a parrot raised by America. Well, that's very nice. And I think this is the last one. Top the world's list in misbehavior. In January 2021, Kim Jong-un appeared to slam South Korea in general as she mocked a media report claiming that the South Korean military had detected signs of a late-night military parade in North Korea, deeming the wording used by the South Korean authorities in this situation as a clear expression of their hostile approach towards the fellow countrymen in the North. Kim mused that, I'm quoting, the Southerners are a truly weird group, hard to understand. They are the idiot and top the world list in misbehavior, as they are only keen on things provoking world laughter, she added. Well, not that bad. Do you think so? I don't think it was that bad. Was it diplomatic vocabulary? No, but I wouldn't expect her to be like Lavrov or like Jai Shankar or Wang Wei of China. So anyway, but remember, when the woodchuck is gonna go, and she might be the one who's gonna help him, hey, go. Then you never know. And it's another way. From my experience, people who are like her, who are the most verbal and the Cerberus, I think that's how you call it, Cerberus in the Greek mythology, the three-headed dog-like creature, Hades, when you go down in the underworld. So the Cerberus, she's the verbal, like a pit bull. She's the one who's on the payroll of your enemies. So she might be like, oh no, why? Because she's gonna be. No, she can't be. Look what she says. Look how she acts. She can't be one of those guys. She can't be, but she might be. I saw that in many instances. I read about this kind of individuals who were the ruthless guys against his masters, just to avoid and cover that he was actually under their pay. So she might be that one, and she's waiting for Mr. Woodchuck to fall asleep and then helping fall deeper asleep, if you know what I mean. I fixed your burger, a sandwich. Remember Bad Santa, the movie? Can I fix you some sandwiches? Yeah, the same. I fixed your sandwich with some little drink. Take it, Joe. That's what she would do with the woodchuck. Unfortunately, it's okay. She's gonna come over there. She's gonna sell the whole country to Raytheon and Boeing and all these big shots, industrial complex and the international banking system. Yay! And then it's gonna be honey and milk flowing in the streets of Pyongyang. Wake up, Emil. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.